Hi everyone. It's been a while since I did a video about piano, so I thought I'd bring you up to date on what I've been doing. I have a recital coming up next Thursday, and I was going to play two pieces. One, a Christmas carol, because it's the Christmas recital or holiday recital, and so we picked out a song, Away in a Manger, and it's so hard. It's not going to be ready, so that's fine, because I have this other piece that I've been working on. It's not a Christmas song, but it is a, as you know, I do like Bach, so this is what I'm playing, a two-part invention, and here's Bach over here. Shout out to my sister for sending that, and just going to give you, like, if you know anything about these inventions, I'm playing invention number 9. This is what it looks like. It's 4 pages, and there are a lot of challenges with it. And one of the challenges is that it's 2 parts. So the right hand is playing one thing and the left hand is playing something else. And they're similar, and they trade off on things that they play, but they're not, you're not just playing the same thing with the left hand and the right hand. And so while one's going up, the other's going down sometimes they intersect. And it's hard to do that because it's just hard to have independent playing with both hands. So that's been a real challenge, but it's fun. It's almost like these inventions are kind of like a puzzle. And so I like that. You can see all my notes. I've been working on this one for months. So my teacher has really helped me out a lot. And you can see she's talking about, like, it has 4 flats, B, E, A, and D. And I can't remember what key that is, but I'll look it up and put it in the notes. I hate to be on the spot like that and not know the answer, so I'm not going to say anything wrong. So anyway, and for me, a particular challenge are the trills. So, but the big thing is that I have to play it from memory. And when we first talked about what I might play for my recital, it's always from memory. That's her recommendation because she has a degree in performance as well as in teaching. So, so she understands, and it's a whole it's a higher level of learning something if you do it by memory. And there are 2 things: muscle memory, which we all kind of like try to wing it with our muscle memory, but then there's like your brain. And she warned me because she said Bach is really hard to play without the music, from true memory, and it's going to take a lot of work. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try. So I'm not going to go into all of it, but here's what she has me doing. So we broke it into 10 sections, and also you must learn the left hand and right hand by memory separately. That's the only way to do it, because, you know, like if you're right-handed, for example, you tend to just think of the melody being in the right hand and the left hand is just kind of like a backup. But this isn't the case with this, so you really have to, they're equal parts in this piece. So she said, get some index cards, which I have, and I have 10, because there are 10 sections. We broke it into 10 sections. Shuffle them up, and then pull one out, and then you're gonna play section 5, only section 5, from pure memory. And she said when you truly know a piece, you should be able to just sit down and write down all the notes. I don't think I'm at that spot, but it's coming along pretty well. And I just recorded the playing of it because it's too much pressure to talk about something and then boom, go right into it. So a few minutes ago, I just So it's still technically kind of live, but I did the video of that. So I'm gonna put it at the end after I finish talking here. So let's see what else. So it's funny because at my last lesson, I haven't had a lesson in 2 weeks, but at my last lesson, she said, well, why don't you give it a try and play the whole thing? I completely bombed, even though I knew the song. Total bomb. And she said, well, you got to work on these. And so I have for the last 2 weeks, and it does really help, because she said, if you get stuck, and I've said this in other videos, do not go back to the beginning. That's the worst thing you can do, because you're going to make the same mistake each time. And so you have to, in your mind, know where you're going to go next. If you trip up, you're going to go to the beginning of the next section. And the sections are pretty short. She said half the time people don't even notice. So that's a challenge mentally. And then she said also, you have to have, while you're playing, you can't be just going, you know, you've done all the work and you're sitting down to play it. You have to be actively in your mind narrating the piece as you go through. So whatever narration you come up with, you know, I have little mnemonics that I use, but also, you know, I'll be like, okay, I'm at section 3 now. Oh, this is section 7, section 8. And so you will see that it's a little rough in a couple spots. I still have to work. I have my lesson tomorrow morning. We had to reschedule. It's usually on Mondays, but so tomorrow morning, and that will be my last lesson before the recital, which is, oh no, wait, no, I have one more before that, so that's good. And then, what was I gonna say? No, I forget what I was gonna say. Well, it's good that I'm just forgetting that and not what I've learned to play. So anyway, oh, I know it. I remember now. So she gave me the choice. She told me to listen when we first said I said I wanted to do some more Bach. She said, well, I'm going to recommend 2 different ones. And one was Invention 6, I think. And then the other, I think it was 9. 9 is the one that I'm playing. And she said, listen to them, whichever one you like the most, go ahead and play that, you know, we'll work on that. And then when I picked 9, she said, well, you know, that is actually a harder one. And I was thinking, oh, what am I getting into? And then the last thing I'm going to tell you is, this is really neat, because this book, I have been carrying this book around with me since high school. And so it's so great to be using something that I had in high school. It's just fun. And some of them have the prices on them. This one doesn't. But some of the books that I have, you know, have the prices, and a lot of them are from college, and, you know, it has my dorm room and my phone number and all of that. So anyway, I hope you enjoy what I'm going to show next, and I'll let you know how it goes after next week. It's at a library, interesting, and it's in an auditorium there. I had my last recital there. It's an hour away. So I will be driving there and playing in this auditorium with a grand piano, like down, you know, it's like a descending seats. So we'll see how that goes. It's an easy crowd though. So anyway, I will talk to you after it's all over, and just wish me luck. Oh, also, thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe, that would be great. Still trying to add subscribers. So, and then I will see you next time.